right, it is 6 o'clock. It is Monday, December 19th, 2022. We'll call our meeting to order. Start off with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, our next order of business is a roll call.
Simonson?
Yes.
Pirtle?
Yes.
Lyon?
Yes.
Hollister?
Yes.
Coolman?
Yes.
Holm?
Yes.
Did we get an approval of tonight's agenda?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Simonson, seconded by Holm. Oh, when you okay, by Lyon. Further discussion, take the roll.
Pirtle?
Yes.
Lyon?
Yes.
Hollister?
Yes.
Coolman?
Yes.
Holm?
Yes.
Simonson?
Yes.
Item 5 is our public participation. Is there anybody who wants to get up and address the council on any matters? Is there anyone in Zoom land who would like to address the city council? If not, we'll move on. Presentations. Item 6 is the swearing in of Sergeant Cory Pirtle and Officer Kane Kopp from Kopp Police Department. And we'll meet with the flag. Okay. Repeat after me. I, Cory Pirtle, do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability, to discharge all my duties as police sergeant in Jackson County now and hereafter as required. To the best of my and I will faithfully and impartially,
I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of the office of police sergeant
discharge all the duties of the office of police sergeant
in Jackson County as now or hereafter required.
in Jackson County as now or as required.
Congratulations. Repeat after me. I, Kane, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
and will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties in the office of police officer
discharge all my duties and abilities of police officer
in Jackson County now and hereafter,
in Jackson County now and thereafter,
required by law.
as required by law.
Congratulations. All right, next on our list is the consent agenda, which consists of the meeting.
Mayor, speak. We got a B item here, but before you move on, if you don't mind real quick, unless Sergeant and Officer Kane Kopp really love city government, they don't have to stay for the rest of it. So you're welcome to step outside and celebrate and do what you have to do. And also for those on Zoom tonight, we're having a camera difficulty here, so there's a reason why you don't have a video right now, but it's being recorded here. It'll be up on YouTube after the meeting.
Congratulations, Dad.
Congratulations
to you, too.
Great. Okay, I guess item B is our city council presentation for the third ward. That would be you, Caroline. Want to go in?
I did not prepare anything, but I will say, good evening. My name is Caroline Ehlinger. I have lived in Maquoketa all of my life, most of the time. I have 4 children, 8 grandchildren. Let me see, what else we want to know. Let me tell you a little bit about my work history. I have started working at Rockwell Collins when my oldest child was 11. So I worked for them and they transitioned to Collins Aerospace for 32 years. In my tenure with the company, ended the last 9 years of my employment with them I was a senior project manager for the workmanship, which is the quality aspect of what the company built their product to. I was also very involved in industry standards for quality electronics. I've been a member of the Sacred Heart Church Council years back, it's been a while. The Sacred Heart School SHAF Committee, which was a combination of staff and parents. Girl Scout leader. I don't really know much else other than I thought it was time for me to give back to my community. I am sort of retired, so that's why I put my application in for third-party payable person.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions you'd like to ask her?
I do have a question. I've asked this to anybody that's come on the council. If you could change one thing about Maquoketa, what would it be?
If I could change one thing. That's a valid question. I would like to see a lot more communication as to what's going on within the city. To me, that is, I just had this conversation with a nephew. Communication is so very key to everything we do in life. So I would like to see more and more of it, maybe not just, oh yeah, this is what we're doing, but get down into the nuts and bolts of what it is. I think that would be very beneficial.
I think that's a really good answer.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. Anything else?
Anybody else? You sure you want to do this job?
I'm going to give it my best shot.
Okay, very good. Thank you for coming up. All right, now we've made it to the consent agenda, which consists of the minutes from the December 5th, 2022 regular city council meeting, bills payable through December 19th, 2022, in the amount of $346,777.64. We have our regular November monthly financial reports and a motion authorizing reimbursement payment of the third drawdown and forwarding the corresponding GAX reimbursement form to the state of Iowa on the 20 CVN-034 Maquoketa YMCA Facility Improvement Grant in the amount of $138,982.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Lyon,
Second.
seconded by Holm. Any discussion? Take the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Hollister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickroll.
Yes.
Okay, item 8 is a public hearing. It's a public hearing regarding plans, specifications, and form of contract for the wastewater treatment plant improvement project. Josh?
Thank you, Mayor. The WHKS engineer that's mostly behind this project is on Zoom tonight. If there's any questions from anyone from the public, or you all that want to know more after what was presented to us last week, this is the public space to ask questions, and you've had opportunities to communicate through me or through council meetings along the way what's being proposed here and why. I hope I've explained that at least well enough. Assuming no comments, questions, or any holdups here tonight, the next item would be to go ahead and approve the plans that are currently out there. I have nothing else on it.
Does anybody have anything? Is there anybody in the public? who'd like to-
Mayor, I think Councilman Rick Earl might have had something.
Yeah, just one question. Is there anything that you look at that stands out in your mind that might be a hitch somewhere in this project to give us a knock in the budget?
Sure. Again, Kevin Graves, WHKS. And in terms of budget, that's always a tough question currently in that the current bidding climate is very volatile. I think Bill Hagerman at our last meeting was able to speak to that a little bit. The material costs have increased significantly recently, and the volatility is certainly a concern. In terms of the actual project and, some hiccups there, we're developing, we developed the plans, worked pretty closely with the city staff to set it up as an efficient project. We don't have a ton of bells and whistles within what we have. Most of what is included in the project are necessary items for the functionality of the treatment facility. There are a few things that we put in the want as opposed to need category that we've identified that could be potentially removed if budgetary concerns become a reality. But for the most part, we do feel that we have a very, we'll call kind of functional or, boiled down scope to the project where we wouldn't be able to remove a ton of those particular items. Did that answer your question?
That's good. Thank you.
Anybody else?
We to close the public hearing.
Well, let me at the public. Anybody in the public have anything to address? Anybody in Zoom land? Okay. I want to make
We
move.
to close the public hearing.
Okay.
Second.
Moved by Lyons, seconded by Rickroll to close the public hearing. We have no discussion, take the roll.
Colister,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
Holmes,
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Lyons.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Item 10 is new business. Old business, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Resolution approving plans, specifications, and formal contract for the wastewater treatment plant itself. Go ahead. Okay, we got a motion by Colister, seconded by Coleman. And if we have no discussion, take the roll.
Coleman,
Yes.
Holmes,
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Lyons.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. Now we make it to new business. It's a resolution setting Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023, 6 p.m. as a public hearing date regarding the plans and the specifications and the formal contract for the stormwater levy project.
Thank you, Mayor. This hopefully is our last public hearing round of all the projects I've had to propose with you guys over the last 11 months. So I'm hoping that is the case. I'm hoping we have good bids for the wastewater plant. I'm hoping we have a good bid revision for the levy one as well. So now this is going to set into motion the engineering revision to the levy, which focuses on the most important parts of that levy project, which are the levy protection mechanisms, not the south side of town and other areas of town that were originally included in the grant proposal. So, Origin Design's been heading up this one. We're ready for bid again. EDA set out a timeline. This is step one, initiating bidding. We're going to receive bids back. I don't have the date exactly in front of me right now in February, but it's prime bidding season right now. You're in on that timeline to be set up for a good construction season on that end this next summer and fall. So, the resolution here, you set January 3rd to be the public hearing for these plans as they come.
Okay.
So moved.
Got a motion by Lyon, seconded by Holmes. If we have no discussion, take the roll.
Holmes,
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Lyons.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Coleman.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. Item B is a resolution authorizing a farm management agreement with Onward Farm Management of Maquoketa.
Thank you, Mayor. This one's an entirely new item, as you know. What brought this forward tonight is Chick-fil-A's staging area for the East Platte Street project is now vacated. It's graded, has water drainage at least on our property. It's all black dirt, and it's not immediately clear what we're going to be doing with it. And so right now, we think our best solution, just like our neighbor in that area, is to crop rent it. It's our intention anyway to move with Onward Farm Management at some point next year, or was our point to enroll them in a farm management agreement. And because this is with us now, I wanted them to get involved so that they can get a farmer in place for their seed and their plantings and their spring planting to get some revenue into our possession for next year. So with your approval, this would allow Greg Bopes of Onward Farm Management to represent the city. He usually does this for 10% on for-profit private end. Because we're a local government, it'll be 7% for us. Otherwise, this will update your rents, keep you up to date every single year, and he knows the grounds better than our city staff does. I think there's a lot of value in this action.
I would agree with Josh saying there's a lot of value in this. Farm rent market can be very tricky if you don't know all this hoops you have to jump through to do it.
What's the size of that lot?
It's just over 10 acres.
Oh, okay. I mean, nice little chunk of money for the city.
Yep.
And we're gonna have him do the other farm ground that we have to do. aren't we?
That's correct, yeah, this is citywide.
Okay. Do we have a resolution or any more questions?
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Coleman,
Second.
seconded by Rickrell. No discussion, take the roll.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Item C is a resolution regarding collection of payment for city costs to abate nuisances and enforce ordinances. Go ahead, Josh.
Thank you, Mayor. This is not unlike what happened on September 6th. In fact, a lot of this language I put in the summary is borrowed from it, except for the dollar amount. In the council packet, there was about a dozen charges that would go through the process of building and code enforcement and police activity to take care of property conditions. In the absence of that care, the city does get involved and bill, and if we don't receive that in some form back, we set a resolution to have those go to the property taxes and enforce our ordinance that way. So this action goes ahead and pushes that forward.
Do we have a motion for this? Okay, we got a motion by Holm, seconded by Simonson. We have no discussion, take the roll.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Okay, item D is a resolution appointing Caroline Ehlinger to fill the vacancy of third ward council person created by the resignation of councilmember Brent Good.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Lyon, seconded by Coleman. Do you have any discussion? Then take the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Okay, congratulations, you're over your head now. All right, item 11 is reports and communications. Does anybody from the city council have anything to report? City manager?
Couple things, otherwise it's been a nice short meeting before the holidays, so. I'm mandated by IDOT to inform you of a Highway 64 job because it's very close to Maquoketa, but they're doing a bridge resurfacing at Prairie Creek. It's next year. They're gonna be bidding out that job, and I'm supposed to inform you at the next available council, which is tonight. So just heads up that that will be happening next year. Our office is going to be closed on Friday to observe the holiday. And Frank and I have been in some discussion about storm planning for Thursday and Friday. Mother Nature is coming to give us a good run for our money, and they've been talking a little bit about adjusting schedules at this point and preparing as well as they can for that storm and prepping the trucks. But I just wanted to let you know that that's already happening. It's not a surprise to us. And Frank, did you have anything to add on that?
We'll be out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, from what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. No executive session, so I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Holm. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned.